Hello, welcome back to Java and Joy. So glad you are here. Please get comfortable. Grab yourself a beverage. After all, this is Java and Joy. It doesn't have to be coffee. It can be tea, water, whatever you desire. Just make sure you are comfortable. And let's start off with a nice deep breath. Exhale. And I want you to do your body's scan. Start from the top and release tension all the way down. If you're clenching your jaw, you're making fists, maybe your knees are clenched, whatever. Loosen it up and relax. You're here for a reason, and hopefully I'm gonna bring you some joy. We've got the Java here, we're ready to go. And today I am going to be talking to you about the magic formula to live your best life. So first of all, you are welcome. Here is your brand new imaginary magic wand. You're gonna use this every single day. You're gonna wave it and it's going to change your life. Again, you're welcome. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but bear with me. I promise it's all gonna make sense. So what the magic formula is, if you're someone who loves acronyms, this is going to be your jam. It's the word magic, and each letter is gonna stand for something that you're going to pay attention to every single day to literally live an amazing life. So, the word magic. Let's start with the letter M. M is for movement. If you're not getting daily movement, you are not setting yourself up for success. Movement is good for your body, it's good for your mind, it's good for your soul. It gets the blood flowing, it loosens up the muscles, it releases happy chemicals. We'll call it chemicals. We don't want to get sciencey. But just know that movement changes your mood. It's like your daily dose of happy, getting movement. Now, for me, I'm a runner. So movement comes in that form. Plus I do my little walks, things like that, right? But movement is literally anything that moves your body. You can take a walk, you can do stretching, yoga, Pilates, Zumba, CrossFit, cycling, swimming, acrobats, doesn't matter. Just get your body moving for at least 15 minutes a day. 30 is better, but 15 is better than none. So you're gonna make sure you get movement every single day. You're going to feel physically and emotionally so much better. All right, now the letter A. A is for alignment. All right, now the letter A. A is for alignment. If you don't know what your values are, first take the time to write those down. It could be family, children, your career, fitness, spirituality, so many different things that could be your top values. And every day you should check in and ask yourself, am I living my life in alignment with my values? Does my job align with that? Does the activities that I do align with my values? Because they should. All those things should. Your values are your priorities. And if something doesn't feel in alignment with your values, you need to change it. Now, this could also have to do with maybe you're in a job that has some type of controversial subject to it, and it doesn't align with your spirituality. That's something you need to correct. You need to find a job that actually is in alignment with your beliefs, your values. Otherwise, you're just going to feel like you're constantly fighting who you are. And that's not a fun battle to be in. Now, I do realize not everyone can just change jobs. And maybe it takes some time, but it's something you should be aware of and try to work towards changing that. So that's alignment. Next is G. G is for gratitude. Those of you that follow me know I keep a gratitude journal. I do it every single day. I share it with you guys in my stories on Facebook and Instagram. Starting every single day with gratitude really does retrain your mindset, and it will help you have a better day. It's harder to make room for things that cause you stress, anxiety, things you don't like, if you fill it up with things you're grateful for. And you can be grateful for things that are as simple as, I'm grateful for this cup of coffee. You could be grateful for something as big as, I got to wake up today. I have good health. I have a job. I have an amazing partner. I have wonderful children. But again, little things matter and they add up. Today I'm grateful because I'm recording this and it's a Friday. So I'm grateful. I get to sleep in tomorrow. I'm grateful for that. So every day, just pick at least one thing and be grateful for it. Say it out loud, write it down. I recommend keeping a journal because that way you can go back when you're having a tough day, a tough moment, and you need a reminder of all the things that you really do have. You can go back, flip through those pages, and see so many things that you're grateful for. So I recommend a journal, but either way, every day, start your day with gratitude. It really will train your mind to have a different perspective. Okay? Next is I. I is your intuition. Women, this is especially important for us. Listen to your gut. If something feels off or wrong, listen. Don't ignore it. Don't listen to others about it. Listen to you, because your intuition is a very powerful tool. I'll use an example of, we know when something doesn't feel right with our body. And I know for myself and some other women personally who were told one thing or another was wrong, or nothing was wrong. And we chose to not accept that answer. And then later discovered that there was something wrong, or what they said wasn't right, because we listened to our gut. It's the same thing as your instincts. So I could be instincts as well. If you're out and about and you feel like someone's watching you, following you, what do? You get somewhere safe. You look behind you. You grab your mace or whatever protective weapon you have, or you hurry to your car and lock the door. That is your gut. It's your intuition, your instincts telling you something isn't right and that you need to correct it. So we can train ourselves to really be a lot more in touch and listen to our gut. Because oftentimes it's right. Oftentimes. Now, I'm not saying that every little thing that pops in your head is a possibility, but just don't ignore something that feels strong, something that feels wrong, especially if it's something that keeps coming back to you and you're like, this just feels off. Listen to that. Take note of it. I often like to call these a God wink. But it's your intuition nonetheless. So that is your I. The last letter is C. C is for connection. We are social creatures. We are meant to connect. You need to make connections every single day. Whether you live alone or with a full house of people, doesn't matter. You need to make actual connections every day. Have one-on-one conversations with someone. Give them a hug. Call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Maybe you introduce yourself to someone new. Maybe it's someone you've been taking a class with or go to the gym and you see them all the time and you've just never initiated that proper introduction or a conversation. It's so important to meet new people, talk to new people, and make those connections. But again, a simple phone call is still going to help fill that social self-care cup every single day, even if it's 5 minutes. Just to call a bestie. Call a bestie. Hey girl, how's it going? Just want to say, hey, what you doing? What you eating? What show are you watching? Doesn't matter, but make those connections because we are designed to be social. We crave it. Even those of us who are socially awkward, they're shy, intimidated, whatever. Deep down inside, you still want a connection. Maybe you don't want to be in front of a crowd or meet a bunch of new people. That's fine. But you still know someone that you can call every day, or maybe it's a different person every day, to have a little social outlet with them. You can also do this taking online or virtual classes. You can do online gaming. I am a gamer. I get online. I play with my friends. We talk, we joke, we chat. We have a blast. And we fill our social cups when we play our games. So there's lots of ways to get that connection every day. All right, let's review. All right, so your magic formula. M is movement. A, alignment. G, gratitude. I, intuition or instinct. And C is connection, magic. You're gonna take that word, write it on a piece of paper, and then spell out each one of those next to it so you don't forget what each one means. And every day, you're gonna pull out that piece of paper, post it, whatever, and ask yourself, is my day fitting in every single one of these things? Because I'm telling you, if it is, you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel complete. You're gonna reduce stress and anxiety. You're going to be performing better, whether that's physically, emotionally, professionally. You're gonna sleep better, eat better. It all falls into place when you're taking care of yourself on all of those levels every single day. And you're designing your life to be in alignment, one of our words there, with all of those things. So if you need to take that step back first and write down your values, all those things, that's fine. But really start practicing this magic formula. So make sure that you grab that beautiful magic wand that I gave you earlier. You're gonna use it every day. Sometimes I grab a pencil or a pen and I pick it up and I wave it around and pretend like I'm, casting this wonderful spell on my life. But really what I'm doing is I'm just teaching myself to take control of my life. And that's powerful. That little invisible wand can do a lot. So use it. Use that wand, use that word, magic, every day, and you're going to start to see a difference really, really quickly. And please let me know how it is going. Check in. You can always reach out to me. You can put it in the comments of this video. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram. I would love to know how not only this, but anything that you might be learning from Java and Joy is helping you. I love to hear and be a part of your journeys. I mean, as a life coach, that's what I love to do. I'd love to be a part of the journey and the change and the transformation. So share your successes with me or share your struggles. I'm always looking for new tips, tricks to share with my listeners and viewers to help them better their life. So all feedback is appreciated. But that is it for today. You could also, if you could, take like 30 seconds and leave me a review. It helps me grow. It helps me get my podcast out and my show so I can help more people. And if you haven't joined my Java and Joy Club yet, check it out. It's just getting launched. You're going to have access to a full online community where we're going to do challenges and giveaways. You get a weekly newsletter with even more coaching tips. You get bonus episodes of Java and Joy and more surprises to come. So definitely go check that out. Everything will be in the description of this podcast or video, depending on where you are listening or watching from. But that is all I have for you today. As always, thank you so much for joining, you guys. I will see you next week, and go find your joy. Cheers.